I'm Stephanie with Old Kansas Farmhouse, and I have been wanting to start a video series on some of the things that I make and sell on eBay. I also have a Facebook page that you can contact me directly on if you see something that you like and purchase it through that. But I thought it would be fun to just start a little series on like a day in the life and what I'm making, what I'm selling, and just take you along with me and let's have some fun. So first I thought I would show you, so it is November 21st and I have been selling a lot of my Christmas goodies. And so this is one that I made that I just sold. I'm getting ready to ship out to a really great customer of mine. It's a battery powered light, or candle I mean, and I grubbied it, and it's on like a little rusty tin. And then candy canes are a huge seller of mine, but they are all plastic candy canes that I wrap in fabric. Most of the time the fabric is coffee stained, just to give it that primitive look, so it looks a lot older than it really is. So these are two of the items I am getting ready to ship out right now. And then some goodies that I wanted to show you that I have made. These are all getting listed today. I just got done with all the pictures. Is these really super cute Christmas little stitchings. This one has a Christmas tree. And then they all are able to either hang on the wall, or most of them, I believe, you can hang on the wall and prop up as a regular picture. And this one, Christmas 1776. Same year we gained independence. This one is one of my favorites. It says joy. This one's Merry Christmas. And like I said, all of these will be available today on my eBay page. I'll link my eBay page down below also. And then this one. This is, I can't figure out which one, this one or this one, that's my favorite. I just think they are both so super cute and they turned out really, really good. So I do have another one that I was working on. And I get my stuff together. This is the frame so far. I just put some of that crackle medium down and then some white homemade chalk paint on over it. I do have to touch up some spots because you can see like a few spots here and there where the paint went on a little too thin and it didn't quite do the crackle. So I'm going to have to fix that, but that is going to be the frame. And then I do have the same coffee stained fabric for the background. So I still am going to work on that one, but the rest of those will all be available in my store. You're going to have to excuse me also because this video series is going to be a lot of randomness. I'm kind of a random thought sort of a person where I just have random thoughts in my head and I have to get it out or I'm going to forget it. So it's kind of like how I work too. A lot of randomness, or I'm going to forget that I wanted to do that. So one thing I was going to show you is when I do my packaging for eBay, I love using old patterns to wrap things in. You know, you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of packing material and tissue paper. I love just going, because sometimes you can get like a big box of patterns from garage sales and use those for packaging. So like here's the paper insert for the one I'm using right now, and they're all old. I mean, this one is probably from the 60s, but it makes the perfect material to do all your packaging. And plus it's super, super cheap. I like to save myself money any way I can, and then if I can package my primitive items in old patterns, I think that's really, really cool too. Okay, so today I started making some Rustic and a candy cane ornaments. And they're all different sizes. It's just some canvas that I painted with red stripes, but it doesn't really look that old. I mean, it looks kind of, you know, tattered because of the canvas, but it doesn't really look that old. So, and it needs something else. And one thing that I do is add cinnamon, and that really, really works good for making stuff look older. Also, I love to put glitter on things during Christmas. So I thought maybe a gold colored glitter would do really, really good. So let me move this camera down so you can see what I'm doing. And also how I made these was I painted stripes on some canvas and then cut up some batting for quilting and put that inside and then rolled it and hot glued it. Quick and easy. Most of my things I do sew, but when I'm coming down to crunch time on Christmas stuff, if I can get away with just doing some hot glue, I'm gonna do it. If I have more time, then I'll definitely sew it and really take my time. But for this, I think hot glue is okay. So let me get the camera moved down and we will get going. Okay, so I got the camera moved down. I put a little bit of Mod Podge in the lid for it. And so I'm just going to kind of lightly brush over this ornament with the Mod Podge. And this has been sitting for about an hour and a half probably. So the paint on them is good and dry. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon. I usually do not like to directly put the cinnamon from the bottle, sprinkle it onto my stuff. I feel like I can get it better spaced evenly if I just do it with my fingers. This might still just not look grubby enough. I might have to get my coffee mixture. I'm thinking I will. I am going to have to, I think, brush it with the coffee mixture. We're gonna see how that looks. Yeah, I think I might get my coffee mixture and brush it with that real quick. So I'll be back again. Okay, so this is my coffee grubby mixture, and this is I just mix instant coffee with water, and then I add in cinnamon, and this one's got allspice and pumpkin pie seasoning, or spice, pumpkin pie spice in it, just to give it a really, really, really good smell. So if I'm doing this and I don't have to do the Mod Podge and cinnamon, this mixture will just adhere to it. And this is my little grubby concoction that I put on everything most of the time if it's something primitive. So I'll just kind of do this, and it doesn't have to be perfect. That's one good thing about when you're doing primitive items. It does not have to be perfect because it's supposed to look old and worn. You don't want perfection, which is good because that would make my job so much harder if I needed to do it perfect. So I did go ahead and dip it in some of that foil, and I'm going to go ahead and hang that up and let that dry and go ahead and start on my next one. I think I'll probably do maybe a set of 10 for my listing. So if you're interested in this, it will be available soon. Hopefully, I usually don't just list one set. I usually try and get multiple sets done and listed. So I should be able to have it up and ready by Monday. So I'm just going to kind of roll this around on that. And there we go. Okay, I'm hanging that one up to dry. And I'm going to keep going with this. And I'll come back a little later. I thought I would show you real quick how I am making these. So here's the fabric. Now in some of those I did go ahead and have it all put together, and then I ran tape kind of going around it diagonally, and then I painted it, and then once it dried I took the paint or the tape off. But I figured it would be a lot quicker if I just hand painted some stripes on it. So here it is. And I'm going to go ahead, I went ahead and kind of got my stuff right here to size. I think that's pretty good. Really, I wish I could just do the one, but I didn't make it quite long enough. So I think instead of overlapping, I'll just cut part of it. There we go. That'll be good. So I'm going to go ahead and put down, and this is actually painter's cloth that we've had for years. Bought it about 16 years ago when we painted our home, and just have used it a lot since then. And it really makes good fabric for some of my primitive stuff. So I went ahead and got this glued in there, and I am just going to roll it up like that. Go ahead and drop down some hot glue along the edge. I hope I have my camera good enough to where you can see it. I really don't have a good setup in here for this. So I hope it is clear what I'm doing. So there we go. And then I'll just take my glue stick or my glue gun and re-get all the little areas that did not quite get it. So like there. And then kind of go along in here some more. Just want to make sure that it stays so that it's nice and secure. If I wasn't recording today, I would coffee stain all the fabric first and then do this. But because I am recording and I'm kind of on a time crunch then, we're just going to do it this way. So I feel like that is good and secure. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go ahead and cut part of this end off like that. I'm just going to stick a little hot glue in the end. And I can't see what I'm recording, so I really hope this is showing. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to cut off a piece of my rusty wire I have right here. Let's get a piece cut off. All right, like that. I'm going to go ahead and get it bent to go inside of it. Like that. Put some hot glue down inside and stick that in there, kind of smush it around so everything sticks, and pinch. I think my fingers are growing quite the calluses from getting burnt with hot glue all the time, because it doesn't even hurt anymore. And there we go. Super cute. And I will go ahead and put my coffee mixture over it and hang it up to dry. And I was sprinkling just a little extra cinnamon on it before I hung it up, just to make sure that it has a really good, grubby, rusty, old look. Because that's what we're going for, right? So there's that. Okay. And then I got a little bit of extra cinnamon here. We're just going to sprinkle all over it. And sometimes I'll just dip my finger on it and then just kind of spot wipe certain parts like that. And then this has some of the glitter. I'm just going to make sure that we don't waste anything and I use up everything that I got here. Like that. I think maybe just a little bit more of the glitter. There we go. Dap off the extra, and that is pretty good. Here's the others that I did that are drawing. I got, and they're all different lengths. That way you kind of have a mixture if you purchase these. So there they are so far. So I'm going to hang those up, let them dry. I need to go pick my kids up from school, and then I'm going to come back and make some more. And maybe these will even be dry by then. Okay, so I'm back. It is the next day. These, when I got back from running errands yesterday, they were not dry yet. So I went ahead and this morning wiped off all the excess cinnamon and glitter and stuff, and felt like it needed a little bit more. So I just spot Mod Podged on them, and then just really kind of just use my finger to wipe a little bit of extra glitter and cinnamon on them. And I felt like it was still missing something, and so I just added a little bit of greenery to the top. So this is actually little cuttings from a little small wreath that I've had for a very long time. And they are like the perfect size just to wrap around something. It's decorated. And so I have some of these also that I got at Hobby Lobby. They're like little pip berries. And so I've just been taking them because they're a little too long, taking them and folding them in half, twisting them a little bit, and then stretching them out like that. And then I'm just gluing them to the side of it, or to the back of them. And putting that on there. Just kind of letting it set up just a bit, and then grabbing one and twisting it on to the side. Like so. So there we go. And I think they turned out super, super cute. They look old and rustic, and I think they will look amazing on a Christmas tree. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up all of these because I got a lot here hanging up. I'll turn this around a little bit like that. I'm going to go ahead and finish all of those. So I got several here that are drying from when I put the Mod Podge on it. And I'm going to take pictures of those, get those listed. And this is kind of to show you what it looked like before adding the extra, you know, before grubbing them up. So I think that really, really helped. I'm going to take pictures of those and get those listed, and they will be available also. I did go ahead and sell already 2 of those pictures that I was showing yesterday of the primitive Christmas stitching ones. I did sell 2 of them already. So I'm going to try and get this video uploaded so that you still have an opportunity to purchase some of the other stitching pictures. And also the peppermint sticks will be available too. So thank you, and I hope you have a fabulous day.